Hello, my name is Jordan Friesick, and here's my cultural responsive instruction and behavior supports presentation. Some definitions. The instructional definition of culturally responsive pedagogy emphasizes the need for reform of the cultural factors affecting the organization of schools, school policies, and procedures, including allocations of funds and resources and community involvement. Behavior support practices put in place to help educate students and teachers on cultural appropriate customs and traditions to make sure everyone feels empowered and to reduce inappropriate behavior. Culturally responsive instruction and behavior support. So, who's responsible for seeking out students, teachers, and special education teachers? They're the ones that give the instructions, so they're with the students the most, so they can pick up on the culture of the class and how others are gelling with each other, and also the administration. So they would be able to allocate funds and resources needed for this cultural change. Whatever grants they need to be written, they can take those and present those to the boards. What has been the level of impact for members involved? So this would be better relationships built with students, uh, cultural understanding for the teachers, being able to realize where this individual comes from and kind of the traditions and backgrounds that they have come up with. Students who are involved, fostering students' independence. These students will be able to better grasp an educational structure, being aware that not everyone is from their same school or same town, that other people do move in or and are brought and do choose to come to their school. Which faculty members and students are not involved but should be. Uh, Educators must first investigate their own heritage. So these members, they need to first look at themselves before they can start to cast judgment and also change the culture in their school setting. 10 culturally responsive instruction methods. Students support each other for their success of the entire class. Obtain information on students' culture. This will be a way to have students interact with each other, ask questions, and also through the teacher's instructions, getting getting a way to know each student and their backgrounds and which traditions they've come from. A curriculum that is culturally diverse, pronouncing names correctly. This is huge. Names are attached to identities. If as a teacher, if you're constantly getting a name incorrectly, it's almost in a sense that it degrades the students, that they aren't worth knowing or being respectful. Drawing upon an experience or prior knowledge during the class, being aware of where everyone has come from, and telling a story of maybe someone else's culture. Intentionally address visual, tactical, and auditorial auditorial learners and lessons. Being able to diverse your lesson by presenting so every culture. I mean, depending on the type of learner, so everyone has the same ability to learn. Aspects of cultural and beliefs into the lesson, bringing those into each lesson as much as you can. Incorporate group-based teaching formats during the week. Peer tutoring, collaborative learning, just ways that the students can interact with each other. I mean, this is completely different than on the recess because I mean they're all playing, but here they're actually getting to know the students, and then the students are able to tell stories about what has happened in their life. Learning culturally correct words, culturally diverse journal topics during writing time. So just bringing up a topic that may be different from everyone, and letting them think about it and putting their thoughts on paper. 10 behavior support practices. Oh, my bad. Pre-correlation strategies prevent predictable moments or prevent predictable problems. School-based social emotional learning labs is a big part of it. Getting the kids to have a hands-on experience with each other and what they are trying to learn. Data use for continual improvement, being able to, as administrators, being able to look at data from, maybe a culturally similar school and seeing what they have done to enhance everyone's learning and bring that to your own school. School-wide school-wide positive behavior intentions and supports, being able making this a school-wide topic for everyone, not just a certain grade, but everyone, so they can learn how to interact with each other and know that there are different people in this world, so they know how to interact again and communicate. Uh, Increases educators and administrators' awareness about how social, cognitive, and behavior expectations may be rooted in cultural biases. Create a student-centered classroom. Creating a classroom environment that represents and respects all students. You want to teach kids to respect each other, no matter what their skin color is, no matter what the income household is. Just respect and know that everyone is valued. Learning labs, again, common dialogue between stakeholders, ongoing systematic transformation involving stakeholders. So being aware that uh, there are family members and family households out in the community that are culturally different. So getting being able to hear their opinions on some of the lesson plans and how the school kind of is operated, letting everyone have a voice. Students who would benefit from this culturally responsive instruction, really all students, from the lower grades all the way up to the secondary education. Uh, any student, little to no education at all, they would be able to learn and benefit from these instructions. English language learners give them a chance to not only learn a second language, but also to learn problems in their own language as well. So having them be able to give stories, so that way you can have something to relate to when you are trying to solve or teach them this different lesson. Students with disabilities, students with from that come from poverty, uh, diverse backgrounds, students who are off task as well. Give them a chance to regain focus, and with this student led learning, this will be a way to keep them motivated and excited because they're actually going to be teaching a lesson to someone. Most effective methods, uh, the social emotional learning. I feel that it is a great way. The kids are going to be teaching each other, but they're also going to be teaching them the social skills, that also deal with the emotional learning as well. Culturally responsive teachers. This would be a way for the teachers to not only benefit from themselves and view where they've come from, but also teach other students about other cultures that maybe they've even visited or interacted with as well. School-wide positive behavior interaction interventions and supports. Uh, Universal design for learning. This would be a framework to address uh, learner differences. So also with just keeping in constant communication with school and parent communication, just making the parents aware of what's going on in each classroom. So if they have a say in kind of what's going on, or if they have a question, they can always talk to the teachers or administrators. Also, having more choices for assignments. If there is an English, uh, or an ELL student, maybe give them a chance to complete the assignment or test, and maybe in their own language before they are able to cognitively know a second language that they've came up with. Just give them more choices so they can be successful. And here are my references. Thank you.